it is a international call, so I would really appreciate that. We have one more minute, and we will begin the call. Please.
Good. And we have about 60 students, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to Straight Talk. Mr. Donkey, are you on with us yet? Still here and on the road. Thank you, sir. We'll be on the way in just about a minute. We're taking introductions, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give another 30 seconds, and then we'll get this call underway. You're on Straight Talk with the formulator of this international product, Mr. Russ Bianchi, and we'll be underway just a moment. We'll take a few more introductions. Go ahead.
Happy New Year, everybody. This is Mark Owens, Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, it looks like we're at the bottom of the hour, plus there's far too many people to take introductions. I still want to make sure that we have a clean call tonight. So can I have everybody, once again, please start 6 now. Okay, fantastic. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, welcome to Straight Talk. This is a product-centered call that we do each and every Wednesday evening for Zija International and the worldwide organization that we have, now expanding rapidly after that. My name is David Moses, independent distributor with Zija International. I'll be the host this evening. And, of course, we also have tonight with us the formulator of the Zija International products, Mr. Russ Bianchi. And so welcome, everybody. As always, a warm welcome to all of our team members from wherever you're coming in from around the world. And a special and warm welcome to any guest listening to this call for the first time. Maybe you've been invited by a friend or you've had a chance to try some of the Zija International products, and you'd like to get more information. Well, this is the call where we expand on the product line and the benefits of the product, in particular, the underlying ingredient, the foundation of our product line, and that being Moringa oleifera. Also tonight, near the end of the call, I will be announcing the winners, and there's several winners, for the bonus money that was put out on Facebook. $500 to be divided amongst a few people for answering a simple acronym, and we have 6 winners, so I'll be mentioning those names tonight at the end of the call, and if your name is mentioned, I need you to message me on Facebook with your address and your phone number, your contact information, so that you can tell me how you want that money sent to you. And congratulations. Just before I bring on Russ, I think it appropriate for the benefit of the new people on tonight, some of our guests, to give a little bit of context as to what's happening in Zija International, how this company came into being, why Zija right now is growing so fast, not only here in North America, but around the world. And all of this is a result of a 1-hour documentary that aired on the Discovery Channel a few years ago. This documentary featured a botanical known as Moringa oleifera. And, the reason the Discovery Channel did this documentary was that this particular tree, this botanical, has some extraordinary nutrient properties and health benefits. And so they had profiled it on this documentary, and documentary was recorded and then handed to the founder of this company by a friend of his on a VHS video. And when Ken Brailsford, the founder of our company, saw the content of that documentary, of that recording, he felt compelled to see if it were possible to bring this botanical in the form of the product line that we have now to the marketplace so that people could benefit. You see, now you have to understand Ken's background to appreciate that. Ken was the co-founder of Nature Sunshine Products in 1972, a company that's still in business today. It's done billions in sales and helped a lot of people with high-quality, world-class products. And he also founded a company called Enrich International in 1985. That company went on to assist a lot of people throughout a number of health challenges, maintaining high-level wellness and vitality. And so Ken was a natural when it came to starting a company when he saw the benefits of Moringa and what it could bring to the marketplace. Now, one of the challenges was, how do you take the raw constituents of this botanical and actually bring it to the marketplace in a cost-effective, efficacious manner with products that people could really benefit from? And that task was given to our formulator, Mr. Russ Bianchi, and it required really some real specialized expertise. And Russ, as always, want to thank you for taking on that project several years ago, because look at what's happened with this company, the fastest growing company in direct sales, stories at every level. It's really wonderful. It's a great thing to be starting another year. Here we are, January 2nd, right out of the gates with a packed conference call. Russ, for the benefit of some of the new people online tonight, maybe you could give us a snapshot of what you do and your background, sir.
Thank you, David, and good evening to everyone, and Happy New Year. Out on the road already, that's how busy we are here at Zija. I run a company called Adept Solutions Incorporated, based in Monterey, California. We're a product development company. We create, convert, and stabilize. We do it in pharmaceutical and drug development, food and beverage, skincare and cosmetics, flavor chemistry and stabilization, chocolate and confectionery, as well as functional and dietary supplementation. We've been at this for almost 3.5 decades with 18 colleagues of mine, literally globally around the world on retainer through very large multinationals on down to entrepreneurial operations. Perhaps if you've ever seen or perhaps even partaken of an energy bar as a category, our company was instrumental in building many of those successful and major brands. We did not come to this opportunity lightly. We came for 2 reasons only. One, the overwhelming science, irrefutable and efficacious, that have been studied for some 6.5 decades. The drug industry wanted this very badly because it is an exceedingly nutrient-dense botanical, and most drug development, not all, some, most, comes from plants. They'll isolate what they want, synthesize it, patent it so no one can compete, run it through animal toxicology. If they don't kill 2 rats, pigs, and monkeys, they'll stick it in human trials. Possibly 1 out of 6 will get approved at the regulatory agencies, and maybe 1 out of 7 will be what they call a blockbuster, make a lot of money, pay for all the others. But this plant had failed in that model. It failed because it was far too complex. The amino acid sequencing would fall out of suspension, wouldn't get into the bloodstream, wouldn't be absorbed, couldn't be utilized. So we took on that task, not only because of the science, but because of the founder and the management team in place that promised and assured us that quality assurance and control, good manufacturing practices, asset safety standards, actual production, and raw material acquisition would not only be maintained, but improved upon as we went. And that most certainly has been the case with another Ken Brailsford company that will easily exceed $1 billion very shortly in annualized sales in this multiple geometric progression model, not a linear growth model. So that's how we came to it, David.
Well, wonderful. And a lot has happened. I've been here now just for a few years, Russ, as you know, and I've watched not only the organization expand, the company expand, everything from the new offices to the manufacturing facility. But I've watched the product line evolve into a configuration of world-class products. That's the only way to describe them. And actually, when we look at the success of all of Ken's companies from the past, the fact that they're still in business today, although Enrich has changed its name, they're marketing the same products to many of the same customers. Why? Because they're world-class products and they stand the test of time. I've watched the product line expand. We've got the skincare division with the Gen M line. We've got the energy drinks. We have, of course, the nutritional line and the weight management system, really taking care of all aspects of inner health and outer beauty. But all of it is on the foundation of Moringa, this single botanical, this single tree, the single plant, if you wish. And, there's so much in the marketplace, and there's many great products, but none of them have everything all in one place. What is it about this tree, about this botanical, that makes it unique? And probably the same reason why the Discovery Channel did the documentary and an article in NIH and all the other third-party validations we have. What makes it special?
Well, I think I'll paraphrase Ken Bransford. He said he could do with one tree, which took him multiple hundreds of other sources in his other companies. This is the most nutrient-dense botanical of the correct varietal of all the constituent parts that no one else has except Age International, fully bioavailable and enzymatically absorbable to be utilized. But what's in this is really the question. Basically, all your vitamins and minerals that haven't been in the food chain for decades, even from supplementary sources which are enzymatically dead, large levels of omega-3, 6, and 9, David, that typically we would think oil, fish oil, maybe flaxseed oil, chia seed, something like that, seaweed. But those aren't absorbable either. This has 3 dozen naturally occurring anti-inflammatories. This has a huge level, multiple dozens of antioxidants and anti-carcinogens. This has all of the amino acids, 9 essential our bodies don't produce, and simply aren't available elsewhere. And if you don't have those building blocks, you're in a lot of trouble from a metabolic standpoint. Now, we're not anybody's doctor here tonight, and we don't practice medicine here. This is a dietary supplement. We do not diagnose, treat, prevent, cure, mitigate, or prescribe. But are we delivering nutrients not available from any other source in any combination at any price that are truly delivering measurable, empirical, and guaranteed results? The answer is an emphatic yes.
Speaking of results, I have had spectacular success, and I'm sure many others have too, with the new product that came out. We had a couple of new products, the Prime 90, but also the Super Mix, where we have really a high dose of all of the nutrient values in Moringa in this new mix, which is spreading like wildfire across the country, especially with the promotion the company did over the holidays. I did have one question. People asked me about a number of ingredients, and one of them that came up was vitamin K. What is vitamin K for? And maybe you could share with us how it relates to the Super Mix.
Yeah, because the study has been so successful, it's been knocking on a lot of doors from a nutritional standpoint, and of course the resistance would come from those that would like to scare you away from this. You could fill in the blanks who that might be. But there's a rumor out there that plants in general, or many sources of plants, have high levels of vitamin K that one should not be taking with things like blood thinners, Coumadin, Warfarin, heparin, plaquenil, Plavix, a lot of them out there. Well, that would be synthetic vitamin K, David, not naturally occurring. Now, in Super Mix, which has a huge level of Moringa in it, is there any intra-contradiction, as we call it, or adverse side effects from taking this with any prescription or over-the-counter drug? The answer is an emphatic no. This is food. If you can breathe air, David, drink water, and eat food. This to delivering nutrients that simply aren't in the food chain anymore. Remember, David, we were eating half the calories we do today in North America just a few decades ago. We receded more than double the calories now, up, depending on the category, up to 85% less absorbable nutrients in our food. So don't let anyone, try to bamboozle you here and say, oh, you can't take this because you're on such and such nonsense. If you eat food, drink water, and breathe air, you can take the new Super Mix. And I must tell you, I switched over myself to Super Mix. I tend to like a little extra water with mine because there is so much moringa in there, and I sip it throughout the day. I don't drink it all at once. Your mileage will vary, I guess, as what they say in terms of the way you may want to pursue your own nutrition. But the bottom line here is this a major development along with our new Prime 90 shakes in terms of replacement? Yes, it is, and we're hearing great results out there.
Well, one of the results, of course, which has caused ZJ to become such a fast-growing company are the number of people that have lost weight, have kept that weight off now for a couple of years. And, of course, now we're right in that season, particularly as we're at the beginning of the new year, where people have resolutions that they've implemented, that weight loss be one of their areas to have success in the new year. And of course, we've got our ZJ Fit Packs that have gone out to now upwards of 15,000 people over the holidays receive these packages, and so many people have got started on the weight management regimen, which is not a diet, yet it's so effective. And maybe we can just touch on the components of that, why it's effective. I'm sure there's a lot of people on the line tonight that are guests and that have just now got started on the weight management system. There are three main components, of course, the Smart Mix, the capsules, and the detoxification tea. Why do they work well, and in fact, how do they work?
Yeah, that's a great question, David. Diets don't work. You're correct, David. For 30 years, we've seen people saying, oh, kumbaya weighing session, new and improved playing scale, celebrities on TV, cardboard meals come into your house where the packaging tastes better than the food. Well, did any of them work? The answer is no, and it's measurable. As each international deal in real guaranteed results. We went from a place in the mid-60s, consuming half the calories that we do today, or maybe 1 out of 45 folks had a weight challenge. Today, we're 7 out of 10 North Americans, David, have a real weight challenge or a murder weight challenge. So those diets didn't work, and diets never do work. You can't lose some initial weight, and you gain it back because the fundamentals aren't there. Number one, we built a solid foundation with the most nutrient-dense botanical, Moringa oleifera, fully bioavailable, and we're building real nutrients into your body that simply aren't acquirable elsewhere. We then trigger what we call leptin in your brain, call it a light switch, if you will. It's what satiates you, which is a fancy Uncle Russ word for you're not hungry. Well, when you're not hungry, you still got to run and fuel the body, right? Well, then you burn body fat instead, and you lose weight. But there's a catch, and the catch is that when you burn that body fat, you're also releasing stored toxins that will overwhelm your kidneys, your spleen, your liver, etc., and you'll hit a plateau and you'll stop losing the weight. And I don't care if you go out and run a marathon a day, you're not going to lose any more weight because you're toxified. So with the detoxification tea, all of these products moringa-based, you have a 1, 2, 3 punch combination that has empirically, documentedly shown permanent weight loss across the board. Anyone who applies this system correctly, David, will get the results. It's that simple.
Well, we've seen those results. I myself, I put a number of people on the program over these last 10 days during the holidays, and they've already started to have everywhere from a couple of pounds. I think the strongest success story I have now is upwards of 7 pounds. which is that's a lot in a short period of time, but everybody's a little bit different. And one of the beautiful things about this are the people that have kept the weight off. You know, as we know, weight loss has always been, for most people, a struggle of, you know, we lose weight, you know, for a while, and then it kind of creeps back, and over the course of 6 months, a year, 2 years, many people are right back where they started, only to set another resolution. Let's talk about Prime 90, because Prime 90 is such a great tasting, high protein, high energy nutrient shake. It's a major component to a person having a healthy lifestyle, but also reducing calories and providing the body what it requires as part of a maintenance program. Maybe you could share on that.
Yeah, you're correct again here, David. Give the body what it needs. It's the body that self-corrects. I sarcastically say this, you know, there's two outcomes of medicine. You're either going to get better or you're not. Well, finality or not, yeah, we're all not living forever, but wouldn't it be better to have optimum wellness throughout your entire life and then just die of loneliness, having outlived all your contemporaries past 40 figures in age? That's the real goal. And what we're really seeing out there now, David, is, yes, folks are living a little longer, but their quality is going way downhill. I mean, my goodness, you just have to turn on the television and see the nonsense that's being marketed out there as some kind of syndrome, condition, disorder, disease that doesn't exist, to push some new pill that doesn't work and has more side effects that you have to take another pill to get rid of those side effects. It's nonsense. So what we're doing here is with Prime 90, we're delivering very high levels of plant-based protein from moringa. As a matter of fact, moringa is the most protein-dense botanical known, more than double that of soy, and you don't want to be taking soy anyway. It's genetically modified, and we've recently proved both corn and soy-based components that are genetically modified and therefore carcinogenic. So you really don't want to be near those. So we're delivering something that not only is helping vitality, helping energy, helping mental acuity, we're delivering in a form that's absolutely delicious. We have a vanilla bean, we have a Dutch chocolate, and does a little go a long way? Yes. Is the proof out there for you to investigate for yourself among colleagues out on Facebook and other venues? Absolutely. Am I on the road talking about all of this literally right now and through probably the end of the month? Yes. We're that committed. We see the results going on there, and we will be out in the field nonstop this year, 2013, to support that globally.
Well, I plan on traveling not only Canada with you, into Japan, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, Australia, and a number of other countries, of course, throughout the United States over the next several months for us. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, I launched a holiday promotion on, I believe it was Sunday, for people to complete an acronym that is really how should I say, it is the main skill that ultimately leads to success, not only in developing and maintaining a customer base in Zija, but in building a distribution network, creating an income by marketing world-class products. And I didn't realize how well trained our organization is. I expected it would be a little harder to get. A lot of people had some great answers. And I also didn't realize that when I shared the post, people would answer it outside of my personal page on Facebook. So I had to expand the number of winners by just a couple of people. Now, there were a lot of people that got it. There were a lot of winners, but I did say the first 3. And so what I'm doing is expanding that to 6. And then I'll just add a little bit to the 500 so that everybody gets a piece of it. But I did the post at 9:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and at 9:08, Tarika and Shell was the first one to put the correct answer, which was recruiting is the number one skill to master. A lot of people put repetition and other other names as a part of it, but recruiting was the word I was looking for. Recruiting is the number one skill to master. When we master that skill, we can then teach others. So Tarika and Chell, Linda Holst, Morrison, Willis Berry, Jason Wade Harper, Amy Freeman, and Julie Akins Scott. Let me repeat that one more time. You have to be online tonight and send a message over to my Facebook with your mailing details and your phone number so I can give you a call too. Tarika and Shell, Linda Holst, Morrison, Willis Berry, Jason Wade Harper, Amy Freeman, Julie Akins Scott, congratulations. Just a little bit of extra spending money for nailing that acronym. I thought it'd be a lot harder, but congratulations to all of you. Russ, just maybe on that note, it's expected this year in 2013 that upwards of between 100 to 150,000 new people are going to come from Zija. That's going to double the size of the company, 100 to 150,000. That will include customers, distributors, business builders, not only here but around the world. That is the company estimate. They've ramped up for that. From what you've seen of the infrastructure and our ability to supply Moringa for that kind of growth, is everything in place? Can you assure the people that we are ready for that growth?
The answer is, in a word, absolutely yes. I've been involved for 3.5 decades with global, huge multinationals. And if there's one thing that Ken Brailsford built, this massive foundation, literally, I mean, the 130 feet down underneath this state-of-the-art FDA-approved plant. And do we have the capacity to double, triple, or quintuple, for that matter, in a short period of time, with the available, ready, efficacious supply of all the constituent parts of Moringa LaFera? Yes, we do. Do I fully expect us to grow at those rates, if not larger? Yes, I do. Why? The products work. There's an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee, and up to 90% for one full year. Check with those that brought you to the phone tonight. You'll find no other product, no other service, no other combination of brands out there that will give you that kind of guarantee, because this is empirically based. It is efficacious. It does work. It delivers results. People get well, and they also get wealthy.
Well, it's an exciting time. It's a great way to start the new year. Thus, looking, as I mentioned, forward to traveling with you. If you're a guest on the line tonight, I'd like to be a little presumptuous and welcome you to the team in advance. Certainly welcome you to using the products, and the results that you get will inspire you to be part of the team and tell others naturally. It is why Zija is moving and growing so quickly. But also, mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. This coming Monday evening at 9:25 p.m. Eastern Time on this line, I will be doing a special Millionaires in Training call. It is a high-level leadership call. I'll have a guest speaker with me on Monday, and it will help you set your sail for success in 2013. It'll be the first call in Millionaires in Training for this year, and it's going to set you up for success this year, not only in the business, but also from a health and product standpoint. And so, I invite you to be there with us. Bring a guest. By all means, bring a guest. And you will be empowered. You'll be inspired. You'll be moved to do some wonderful things this year. And so we look forward to having you on that call this coming Monday at 9:25 on this line. Congratulations, our winners again. I will look for your information on Facebook. And everybody, I wish you right now, at the beginning of the year, nothing but health and prosperity and blessings in 2013. Thank you for joining us on Straight Talk. Russ, thank you, as always. Ladies and gentlemen, the lines are open. Hello, everyone. My name is John.